So in this Ruby on Rails, the architecture is basically based upon model view controller, which is well-known old form of service and web application deployment. So it is this Ruby on Rails is based upon agile development and based upon the conventional features of model view controller, and it gives more priority for this model view controller over configuration management. So you have to bother less for the configuration management. So this is one of the architecture for the Ruby on Rails. And if we go further in details, it has a different components like action mailer, action package, action controller, action dispatcher, action view, action model, activity record, and activity resource, activity support. So these are basically having HTTPS and RSS communication or some SOAP request processing over browser of the client and the web server. So request comes from client, that web server replies with the help of HTTP or SOAP or RSS feed or Atom. Then the request goes forward to the dispatcher. Dispatcher will go to the load balancer, and then load balancer will go to the controller of that web application. The web application you deployed over that Ruby on Rails will start working from here. So you write an web application in Ruby language and you deploy it over Rails platform. Then this controller basically does rendering of various action views, means the HTML pages. Okay. And before doing rendering, what it does, it actually does database communication. So database communication will be done, and that database fetch the record requested by the client. And for these type of invocation, basic SQL and NoSQL would be used for query purpose and data retrieval purpose. Then that controller may have iterative recalling of its own controlling purpose, various purposes, and then this action would be further delivered to the action mailer, means mailing services, and then some services which were being written by the web application deployer. And there's action view, means HTML pages or some SOAP messages. So how it responds, it responds with HTML pages as well as SOAP message as well as XML responses as well as RSS feed. So all these things and images were go to the client with the whole processing that we discussed. And then the whole application would be summarized like this: you deploy the service, you deploy web application which has some web service, which has some controller, which has some active records of databases. So these three things you had deployed: action view, action web service, action mailer, controller. You deployed active records database and dispatcher. This is your application. You write all these things, and then it goes to the web server. You deploy these things over the web server, and then you can have an application working that could be exposed to the client, and that client asks that web server that this is the application I'm requesting. So it goes to the dispatcher, and then controller will forward it to the different part like database and web services that you had written or some action mailer. So all these things were processed, and result will be shown in the form of HTML, RSS or SOAP or some Atom. And these could have CSS, XHTML, JS, and various images and XML formatting. So this is the whole architecture of Ruby on Rails. Next, Ruby on Rails basically support RESTful architecture. What is RESTful architecture? It is representational state transfer, means REST is alternative. So web services are being of two type, which is SOAP message and WSDL based, and another one is of type RESTful. So there are two type of web services: RESTful and as well as SOAP and WSDL. So what are the two type? RESTful and as well as SOAP and WSDL type. Next, how it works? It works on simple HTTP protocol with the help of create, read, update, and delete. So create, read, update, and delete are the feature of RESTful architecture. And RESTful architecture also works on a HTTP protocol. And RESTful is useful when it is required for stateless and limited bandwidth, specifically for the mobile devices where no overhead of SOAP could be managed. So SOAP is basically XML overload, and thus it is not very efficient sometimes. So RESTful is efficient in terms of low load, means low message that has been required, and web service could complete this information and operation with the help of REST. Next, we'll see model view controller in detail. So model view controller is basically have three part: model, view, and controller. What does model have? Model have business logic, rules, and data processing. All these intelligent things working behind is being written in the model, and model represent the information kept in the database, and it also interact with the database. Then that model has basically logic, business logic, and it contains information for the database, and it manages interaction with the database. Then view part is of front end, and which has HTML pages and different type of Ruby codes embedded over that HTML pages, and that this formatting has different type: HTML, PDF, XML, RSS, or Atom could be the part of view. And then controller basically interact with first two, model and view. So controller interact with model and view for the processing, and a controller processes incoming request by the user, and then the controller processes the data which is being requested according to the query of the user, and then that controller passes the output to the view part of for the presentation by view of that MVC. Then if we go further in detail, the Ruby Rail is also famous for GitHub and Airbnb type of website that are being used over Ruby on Rails. So most famous GitHub and Airbnb is deployed over Ruby on Rails. It has more than 5,000 such people working over that, and there's thousands of application working on Ruby on Rails as of now. And it is very intelligent way of programming, and it is very convenient for the programmers because it focuses on convention of model view controller and not give much concern for the configuration. So configuration is being managed by the backend Ruby on Rails providers. So programmer just need to focus on the model view and controller for writing their applications. Then what is model view controller? Basically it is a kind of software design pattern which has user interface as a view, and there are different type of model view controller which were present for application web application deployment. And the model basically does pattern for dynamic data structure management, and data logic means the programming intelligence part is in the model, and view is the basically representation of chart, diagram, various type of things could be done, and output text, images could be done with the help of view. And the controller is basically in the input for managing the view and model together by processing data according to the query of the user. And all these things are combined together in model view controller of Ruby and Rails to be provided as a service of platform as a service. And you deploy your web application on Ruby on Rails, so that web application will be like you are a software as a service provider. So your client, which is SaaS client, will use that web application, and the Ruby on Rails are basically platform as a service provider. And if you deploy your web application, then you are a platform as a service client. So this is the different view of that infrastructure service and platform as a service in this Ruby on Rails. So there's basically it is helpful for web application development, especially when there's not much logical part is needed, more part is database you need. So if you have a database intensive application, then Ruby on Rails is one of the best web application deployment model. Then there are various disadvantage as well, like code navigation. So in the model view controller you can't have different layer of indirect interaction and decompositioning of model view controller. So there's disadvantage of model view controller is code negativity. So model view controller has a disadvantage of code navigation, and then the model view controller also have disadvantage of multi artifact consistency. So there are different artifacts at three different layers: model and view and controller. So there is problem with that, undermined by inevitability clustering. Excessive boilerplates means there are more type of layers are needed for creating model and view and controller. then this is means model view controller is a different kind of client server architecture. So you must start thinking in this direction also, that this is also one of the kind of model of deploying your web application. So thanks, we'll see in next class.